Hi, coach. What about your heart rate in the last seconds of the game? And what does this draw mean for you? Yeah, in the last second, it was 3-1, and we were really scared, but we survived it, and now we have to go on. If you see how energetic the boys are going into it, we don't want to go home yet. We will fight until the very end against Turkey so that we can get into the playoffs.
Tomáš Petr, Český rozhlas, dobrý večer. Já se chci zeptat, jestli jste to taky cítil tak, že herně to byl
My question is, did you feel like this was your best game in the time you've been with the national team, and what was lacking for it to get a better result? I want to thank my players for how they played in this game. We knew how our opponent plays, and you saw their counterattacks, their players. They are really quick and they threatened us. We had 26 shots at goal and we scored only one and almost lost, but that's football. But I need to thank them for their energy and excitement in the game. And we survived, we go on, we have 4 days, and then we have to really fight in the last game. The atmosphere that the fans create here, it's not something that happens every day. So I want to thank the audience, the fans as well.
Dobrý den, Michal Kvasnica, Deník Sport. Pane trenére, jak moc vám zkomplikovala sestavu, volbu a nějaký rozhodování ten?
So was it very complicated to get the starting 11 together regarding especially Antonín Barák, who was ill, but then he went in for a last couple of minutes? And what about Patrik Schick? How does he look? So last night, Barák had a high temperature. Today, this morning, he didn't have an elevated temperature, but he didn't feel well still. So there must be some kind of virus. And I told him, I'm not going to start him, but if he gets an okay from the doctors, he can go in for 15 minutes. So that's what we did. I knew that he wanted to play very much because he's a really great footballer and everybody wants to play. But the doctors said 15 minutes maximum. And I saw with my own eyes that he's not 100% fit. But he could still help the team. And I believe that he will be ready for the next game. Patrik Schick, he goes to other examinations in the hospital tomorrow, and we'll see. Do you think this is a very unlucky tournament for you? Because there was a goal disallowed, players injured. Robin Hranáč plays really well, but he was so unlucky with the handball today. We'll see, it's not the end yet. Obviously, we had some bad luck in some situations, but maybe we will get lucky in the next game.
Any other questions?
So if Patrik Schick's injury is serious, will it be very bad? He's a key player. He is a key player. He knows how to score goals. But we do have players that can go there instead of him. Chytil, Chorý, Kuchta, Linger. We have a lot of guys and they deserve their chance and they will fight to stay in the tournament. At this moment, it's not very optimistic regarding Patrik Schick's injury, but that's how it is.
Dobrý den, redakce LMR 93 minut. Co říkáte na výkon Vladimíra Coufala? Myslím si, že oproti
What about Vladimír Coufal? He was better than against Portugal. Yeah, I agree. This game Really, we saw him, the way he plays in West Ham and why he is so useful. There was a lot of crosses into the box. He really showed his great experience. He attacked but also defended. Really great performance. I have a follow-up question. Vladimír Coufal was taking the corners. That's not very typical, but it was the shot that led to the goal. So how did you put him on corner duty? That was because Provod was indisposed at that moment. He was limping somewhere off the pitch, so we needed somebody with great quality to send a cross, and that's what Vladimír Coufal did. It was very precise and very strong, so maybe he will put him on corner duty more often. In his club in West Ham, he doesn't really take corners that much, but today he showed that he can do it. How are you going to work with the squad now to motivate them to believe after this unlucky game? Well, if you look in the locker room, if you look at the guys, I saw them after this game, and I don't think they are giving up. I think quite the opposite. We will do our best. We will do 110% to get out of the group. You want to stay in this tournament as long as possible. Another key thing, substitutes. Today they also really changed the profile of the game. Are you happy about, for example, Matěj Jurásek? Matěj Jurásek, at his age, is very cheeky. He has this kind of self-confidence, but he's strong on the ball. He's quick, great left leg. So as a player, when he gets on the pitch, you saw in the offensive that he really played well. We wanted him to put more great crosses into the box, and I think he has a great future ahead of him. This game was very fragmented, a lot of emotions. You were talking to the referee after the game. Did you have some problems about controlling your emotions? Antonín Barák was also talking with the fourth official, so was it hard? Of course, there was a lot of emotions. I'm just happy that we didn't get a yellow card on the substitute bench, but it was really difficult to control the emotions, obviously. We did get a lot of yellow cards in the game, some of them maybe not deserved, but that's neither here nor there. We need to prepare for the next game now. Didn't you think to put Tomáš Chorý in the game? Why didn't you put him there? Maybe he would have been more suitable. And what about Lukáš Provod? What was his problem? We'll see. We wanted to especially put Antonín Barák in and two attacking players, strikers who can move quickly. And we saw that this was a good move. Obviously, after the game, we are clever and we can talk about better solutions, but we wanted really somebody who could go from the midfield into the attack. But obviously, if you're running all the time up and down the pitch when they have a counterattack, you want somebody who is quick, and that's why the substitutions were what they were. But I think Chorý will still play at this tournament. Coach, what about Robin Hranáč? He played really well, but such bad luck. So what are you going to do about that? I think he will get lucky in the next game. He's a player that you can build upon. He has great quality. This was really unlucky, and in the game against Portugal as well. But he's one of the best in the Czech Republic, and I don't think he will stay in a Czech club for very long. So we're very happy that he can grow in these big games that we have here, because it will move his career forward. What about the organization of the defense? It was completely different than the first game against Portugal. What about the left side? Because there's been a lot of changes there. Also, regarding what you're going to do against Turkey, will there be some difference in the defense? From what we've seen here, Kvaratskhelia was the most dangerous player. He got the ball and started sprinting immediately, and that was on the left. On the right, it wasn't that threatening, and thanks to really good defensive work by our players, we did manage to hold them off, but then we got so many yellow cards, so we needed to substitute some players. We don't want them to get more yellows.
Last two questions, please.
What do you think about the fans? They come in great numbers. They support the team during the whole game. I just want to thank them. I think after the game, all the players went to thank the fans, but I also want to thank Georgian fans, because the atmosphere was really amazing, and playing in such an atmosphere is great. That's what we want to stay in the tournament, to enjoy this atmosphere as long as we can.
Do we have a last question? I see the hand raised.
Also, regarding Turkey, do you expect the match will be different? Something between Portugal and Georgia? Yes, it will be a completely different game. Turkey has a different style of play, 4 defenders, so we need to analyze them. We have 3 days to prepare, and I expect it will be very different, different way of attacking for us. They have also great individual players, players that play in the best leagues in Europe and the world. So we'll see. Maybe Turkey will win their next game.